Hi, it's Mary. Welcome to the Paper Turtle. Welcome back if you have been watching my videos, and welcome if you are new. Today, I'm going to do a craft along, and I just lost my train of thought. We're doing a craft along. So, go ahead and get out your stuff if you want to craft along with me, or just kind of sit back and relax and watch what we're doing, and maybe you can do it on your own later or whatever you want to do. I am going to make something out of CD holders. I have had these, I picked these up at a thrift store, and I've had them for a little while and wasn't really sure what to do with them. But I decided to just jump in there and try something. So I've made these two different things, and I'm going to try something else today. This first one is a shaker card. And it was a little bit of an experiment, but I like the way it turned out. I did it so that it could be a journaling card on the back. But then I realized that if you were to journal on here, it's a little bit bumpy, which is okay. It's not too bad. I didn't put a lot of stuff in there. But it is a little bit bumpy. But I kind of like how it turned out. But I wanted to try something different. Oh, and I just decided I'm going to attach it with a not so fancy paper clip. I took these paper clips, right? I went to the Dollar Tree and I bought a box, a container of these bigger size paper clips. And I decided I wanted to make some pretty paper clips one day. So I did that, and I have this, it's not really sari silk. Some of it might be, but let me see if I can find a piece. I think I have a long piece here somewhere. Yeah. See this? This is just one of the things. What it was, I don't know if you remember, a while back, it was kind of the thing to do, was we have a store called Five Below, where everything is $5 and below, and they sold rag rugs. And the rag rugs were from India. So the thing was to get one of those rag rugs and take it apart. And you got all these strips of fabric. And it's, like scraps from India. So a lot of it is sari silk or, polyester from saris or whatever it's made out of. All different kinds of materials. Some of it was even cotton. But they were really, really pretty colors. And so I took, maybe 3-4 days sitting in front of the TV, taking apart that stinking rag rug. And now I have this big tote bag full, stuffed full of pieces of this kind of different kinds of material. And it ended up getting shoved in my closet, and I haven't used it for anything in a long time. So I decided I was going to take some of that and tear little strips off and make some paper clips. And I think there were 80 paper clips in the box, and I decorated all of them. So I have, look at this. I have this little basket. These are all paper clips. All different colors. And it was fun to do. Didn't even make a dent in that stash of fabrics. But it was fun to do. And now I have a whole basket full of all different color paper clips. So if you're looking for something to do in front of your TV, make some paper clips. So this will get paper clipped into a journal like that. So that's that one. And then this one, I made it into a pocket with a journaling card tucked into the pocket. And on the inside is a napkin. Now, it came out, and the back, I put that on. I'm not sure if this will get glued into a journal or clipped into a journal. I hate to glue it into a journal and lose the pretty back. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. But doing this one, boy, I took the long way around on this one. I basically deconstructed the entire envelope and rebuilt it. Now, I really could have just made the exact same thing with 2 pieces of paper and some cellophane. So that was kind of the long way around, and while I like the finished result, it was like kind of a waste. Not a waste. It wasn't a waste, but I didn't need to use a CD holder to do it. I could have just done it without one. I don't know. So today I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try to do something not as complicated as what I did before, but with a similar result, because I do like this. It took me a long time to do this because of the way that I did it. And I think, I don't know if I'm going to paper clip this into you know what, it could be a flip. Maybe that's what I'll do with this one, with the intention that it's going to be a flip. And maybe I'll do a side pocket this time. Yeah, I'll try that. Okay, so what I thought that I would do is I picked out some paper. These are from a couple of 6x6 pads that I have. I think these are graphic 45. And I'm not sure what one this is. I should have left them out so I could show you. I don't know. But anyway, I thought that these were pretty. So I think that this is going to be the inside, so that you see this peeking through. And then one of these is going to be the outside. I think I was going to do this on the outside. And this as a tag. So I just have to figure out how I want to do it, because like I said, the last time I did it, I kind of deconstructed the entire thing, and I'd like to avoid doing that. I think I'm just going to cut, I'm going to cut the inside page and just glue it and slip it in there. I think that's what I'm going to do. But what I need to do is decide, I guess my pocket will be over here. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. All right, this is 5x5, so I'm going to cut this just slightly under 5x5. And I really hope that I do this video so that you can actually tell what I'm doing. All right, I'm going to go just slightly under 5 inches here. And I want this to show, because that's where I'm picking up the peach color. Well, while I have this out, this is going to need to be 5x5. But I think I want to cut off. No, I think I'm going to do it here. That's for the outside. And this one, wait, I said I was going to make it a flip, right? So that means I also need to do something on the back. Maybe I'll put this on the back. Would that be better on the back? But then I still need to make a card to go inside. I need to find another piece of paper. But let me do the inside first. And I think if I just put some glue on it and slip it in there, it needs to be just a tiny bit narrower. So tell me if you have done something with these CD holder things. And what have you done with them? I would love some more ideas, because I'm kind of fresh out. There, that'll work. Oh, I'm glad I checked this before I went and glued it in there, because it's not going all the way down. Oh, fiddling. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Why am I apologizing? I'm not sorry. I just doing a lot of fiddling. But that's what happens, because I'm just winging it. I haven't done it this way before. So if you're going to do it the way that I'm doing it, cut your cut this paper like probably 1/4 of an inch smaller. Like instead of 5 by 5, make it, yeah, that works. Make it 4 3/4. 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, and then it'll fit nicely inside your thing without being too snug. If it's too snug, you're not going to be able to slip it in easily when you want to glue it, like we're going to do right now. If you want to be able to just slide it right in there, or if you're making like maybe the tag to go inside, that one you might want even just a smidge smaller. So this, what I'm working on, is going to be, it's going into our journal that we're making, our giveaway journal. So I'm just sliding it right in there, making sure it's in there straight and that I can, come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's all wrinkly and stuff. All right, we're not going to panic. We can do this. There. Huh. Okay. So you just want to make sure it's in straight and that you can smooth out your envelope. And don't panic. There. Okay. Phew. Now we're going to glue the envelope shut, because that's not where I want the pocket to be. And we need the stability of the flap. Or you can just cut the flap off and use that side as your pocket. Okay, so I'm going to make it a flip. No, I'm going to make it, what am I making? Jeepers creepers, I don't even know. I'm making a pocket, right? Was I going to make it a flip? I keep going back and forth. What do I want to do? I think, oh, look at that. The plastic is, oh crap. All right, I can fix it. I can fix it. I need to decide what I'm going to do with this. I'm making it a pocket. I'm making a side pocket. That's what I'm going to do. I've made up my mind. So I'm going to make a side pocket. So it's going to be glued down in the book. So I don't need to worry about the back. But what I do want to do is cut off the side. And that's where the pocket opening is going to be. And I only need to cut just a tiny sliver off of there just to make an opening. Now these particular CD holders are very cheaply constructed, very cheaply. And you can see this plastic is coming off back here. And I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to straighten it out. And I'm going to put some glue under there to glue that in place. And that's kind of what happened when I was doing the other one. It kind of all came apart. Now what you have to be careful of when you're doing this is that you don't glue your thing closed. Gosh, I just ripped the... Okay, so this video is about how to fix your crafting oopses. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm just checking to make sure that what I just glued is there. It glued, and that it did not glue the thing closed. And I also need some glue on this side because it's coming up over here. And we don't want that to happen either. See, these CD holders were really cheap, so they fall apart. I think once I finish with this package that this is probably something that I won't do again, because it's kind of just too much of a pain. It really kind of is. See, everything falls apart on it. I don't think they were meant for crafting. All right, well, we've gotten this far. All right, now the next part is to cover this. Now, there's different ways that you can do this. I've come up with one way for me, and not everybody's going to be able to do it this way, because I will show you why. I am using a tool that they don't make anymore. If you're lucky enough to have this tool, you can use it. If not, you have to do something else. This is called a colossal, or colossal, depending on how you pronounce it. I always said colossal. And it was a cutting template before the big shots came out, before die cutting machines. And it came with these templates. It came with this isn't the original mat, but it came with a squishy mat, a swivel knife, and you could get all these different templates. I have a whole bunch of different ones here. There's alphabets, there's some frames, there's ovals, 2 different shapes of ovals. This is a big circle one. There were squares and octagons. No, that's a hexagon. A broken heart puzzle piece thing. That's kind of cool. Some tags. Rectangle. Hearts. So you would have all these different templates to... we used them to crop, like, our photos. Back when you cropped photos in scrapbooking. You remember that? And to make matting and frames and shapes and things like that. Every once in a while, I still pull this out and use it. If I want, for example, a quick circle. It's very handy. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to use it to make this. So I'm going to set my template on here. It just happens to be almost exactly the same size as the CD holder. And I'm lining it up so that I can tell which circle to use to cut. And it's going to be, I don't know if you can, how well you can see this, but it's going to be the second circle in is what I'm going to use. So I'm taking my paper, and thankfully this is all even all the way around. So I don't have to try to figure out where to put it. I just center it. So I'm centering the template on the paper as best as I can. And I'm going to cut around the second circle. You just put the blade in the groove and cut around, and it doesn't go all the way through because it can't go all the way through, otherwise it would be a hole in the template. So after you cut it, you just snip those spaces where it doesn't go all the way through. Very easy peasy. You get a perfect circle. You can do different sizes. You can layer them. It's a great tool. I've held on to it. They don't make it anymore. Every once in a while, I might find one at an estate sale or thrift stores, but they're pretty scarce these days because it's been a while since they've been around. But it's one of my favorite old tools. This little blade on here swivels. I don't know if you can see it. It's a teeny tiny little blade, and it swivels around the templates. They're pretty cool. Kind of similar to the Creative Memories cutting system. They also had one, which I do have. I never quite got the hang of it. There's a learning curve to that one, I think. I still have it. I have the blade and a bunch of the templates and stuff, but that's not the one that I go to grab when I need something. I use my old colossal, and it's still hanging in there. And if I ever find like the blades or any of the templates, I grab them so that I'll always have it. One of those favorite tool kind of things. I do wish they still made it, but you know, technology comes along, and people want they want the electronics. They like the electronics, and those hand tools get get pushed aside, but I find them quick and easy. I mean, I didn't have to go set something up, turn something on, push buttons, and I just grab it and cut and go, and it's done. There's something to be said for old school. All right, this is supposed to be my opening over here. It's going to go right over there, and see, it covers up that little boo-boo right there. If you make a boo-boo, I hate that word boo-boo. If you make a mistake, why am I saying that? If you make a mistake, and it's not even a mistake, it just something that happened, a thing. If a thing happens, you just cover it up. That's all. You don't have to stress about it. You don't have to worry about it. You cover it up. Are there certain words that just, I don't know, either make you cringe or you just can't bring yourself to use. There's some things that, you know, they become trendy, and so everybody uses those words and says those things, but sometimes I just can't bring myself to use those words, certain words. I'm not talking like swear words. I'm talking like yummy. If you say that something is yummy, you say, this is so yummy. No, it's not. I'm not going to eat it. That would be gross. What? How do you say that's yummy? I don't know. I can't get on board with some of the expressions and sayings. I'm so old-fashioned. I'm such an old fart that I don't know. I just can't do it. Like adorbs. No. If you're going to say that, if that's how you feel about something, it's adorable. It's not adorbs. Pretty soon, we're going to shorten our language to grunts. We're going to go back to caveman times when we're just grunting at each other. Let's use full words, full sentences, proper English. It drives me nuts. I can't stand it. But I have a degree in English, so that's why. I'm a word nerd. My hobby, one of my hobbies is playing Words with Friends. So, all right. So there is look at that. The outside is covered. This was a lot easier than the last one I did. I guess when you're doing something, it gets easier and easier each time. And then since we're going to glue this down into the book, I'm going to make this my tag. And I think I'm going to make it, let me see if 4.5 is going to be big enough. And there's a glare. Yeah, I think 4.5. Measure it up there. Maybe, yeah, 4.5 I think would be good. What did I do this one? How big is this? This one's like 4.25. So maybe I should do it 4.25. I'll do it 4.25. Where'd this go? Here. It slides in nice and easy, and it is covered on all edges. But I think it could be a little bit higher. Maybe 4.5 by 4.25. Let's do that. Okay. Get out my cutter again. Four and a half by 4.25. I love this cutter. This is a fairly recent purchase that I made. Actually, my husband bought it for me. And I really do like it. The only thing that I don't like about it is that the measurements only go up to 9 inches. And sometimes I need 10 or 11 or 12. So that's the only thing that I don't like about it, but that's okay. If I have another cutter, if I need to cut larger, or I can put a mark on the paper if I need to, if I want to know where to cut it. Okay, so this is going to slide in there. Yep. Okay, that's perfect. I just got to remember to do it in this direction. And I want to do corners. I like my rounded corners. Good old Creative Memories. Boy, what a controversial company that was. And I don't think it's as... it still exists because they went out of business and then somebody bought it and reopened it. So it's still... Creative Memories is still out there, but I don't think it's like it used to be. It used to be very... my way or the highway type of thing. A lot of the reps were like that. I think they wanted their reps to be like that. Not all of them actually did that, as they were told. But some of them were. It was like you couldn't go to their crops and bring your own stuff. You had to use Creative Memories stuff. I had the rep that I had wasn't quite like that, but she sure didn't like it if you were at her crops and you said anything like, well, you can get paper cheaper than that at Michael's. She didn't like that because she was, you know, trying to sell. But it's true. I'm not going to tell I mean, I never said it like if she was doing a presentation, I didn't yell it out loud for everybody. It was just like my friends sitting at my table, I'd say, oh, I got stuff like that at Michael's. I mean, I'm not going to tell my friends and my fellow scrapbookers to go to I'm not going to not tell them about bargains and sales. It's all about the sharing. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to decorate this a little bit. I thought maybe I would put one of these little creatures on there. I have so many of these, and I rarely use them. I don't know why. I just don't even think of them until I see them on somebody else's stuff, and I say, oh, I want to do that. So, who have we got here? Got this guy, but he looks like he's supposed to be like holding something, and I don't want him to. And this guy here's got his foot on something. I suppose I could put something under there. How about if he has his foot on some lace? Or should we put a woman? Do we need a female on here? Let's see who we have here. Gosh, I can't find one. I think when I do use these, a lot of times I use the women. I just like their look. Because we got the little girl, but that's kind of cute, actually. I like her with the little dog there. It wasn't what I had in mind. It's kind of more of a more mature picture there. We got her. Maybe. Maybe. Kind of like the idea of this guy standing on the lace, though. Like the little girl. No, she's too big anyway. Okay, I'm going to go with one of these two. This is what I do. I dump everything out all over my desk, and then I have to put it all away before I can proceed. You know, I bought one of these packages of these people one time. It was like on clearance, on sale, and I thought, oh, I'm going to get one of those because I see a lot of people using them and they're kind of cute and I want to try it. So I bought one. And then at some point after that, there was a package that was, it had been opened and Hobby Lobby had put it into a plastic bag. So I don't know if it was like a full package or not, but it had been an opened package and they had obviously put it on clearance. So it was like really, really cheap. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to get that just because it's really cheap. So I ended up with 2 whole packages of these things. And I think I might have got some in Happy Mail too. So I have like this whole bunch of it that I'm never going to use them all now. All right, so I'm thinking something like, is this too wide? If I put something like this, wait, what are all these strings? So that's what I was kind of thinking. I don't know. I'm not sure if I like that. Let me see if there's, I have this more narrow one. Does that look kind of goofy? It's hard to tell because it's not laying flat. Or I can just put the trim on the bottom and put her over there. I don't know. What would you do? Something about him, I kind of like him. Kind of like him. I think I'm going to do this. And I'm going to put it just like this. Yeah, I like that. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. So these are just little tiny bits and pieces of lace that were, I don't know, in bags that I picked up at the thrift stores and stuff. And I have this basket down here on the floor because I have no room for it anywhere else. And this basket has stuff in it that I want to use. I mean, I want to use everything in my room, but the basket is stuff that I'm trying to pull from when I'm sitting here crafting so that it does eventually get used. And then if I get low on stuff in the basket, then I'll go pull stuff out of my stash and put more stuff in the basket, which is, in theory, it's kind of a good idea because it makes me use those things. But what happens then is that everything else in my stash doesn't get used because it's not in the basket. So, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good way to have my things accessible so that I actually will use them. Because I have things that just, I forget that I have because I haven't used them because they got put away and they're out of sight, and out of sight, out of mind. So that's why I decided to have this little basket to keep things in sight and handy. Because sometimes, you know, I'm kind of a lazy crafter. I don't know if you do this too, but I tend to, when I'm crafting, get settled at my desk, get my project out here in front of me, and I use whatever is within reach, within sight, unless it's something very specific and I feel like getting up and going to get it. Otherwise, I use what I have, and it ends up being the bits and pieces of a leftover other project, which is okay because those things get used, but then my other things don't get used. I don't know. I don't know. I just need to craft more, is all. And then I would use more, right? That's the logical thing. But I can't always get in here to do it because we have other things to do. We had a party this past weekend. Probably now it's been several weeks since we had it, but as of the day I'm filming this, we had a party here this past weekend, and it was a lot of fun, but you know, it takes a lot of preparation. And so in the week leading up to it, I was busy, you know, getting things ready, cleaning, and we had to go find deck chairs because our chairs fell apart that have been sitting out in the sun for 5 years. And they're just things that you have to do to prepare, shopping and stuff. So for a whole week almost, I could hardly ever get in here to do anything. Okay, so this is the outside, and I'd like to do something else up here. Let me see, I have all kinds of little doodaddy things. I don't know if I want flowers. I think something more. Let me see what's in here. I saw this stamp here and I thought that might be good. I don't know. 2 men's vases. I don't know. What is that? Yeah. I didn't mean for this to be like a masculine thing. Is that too big? It might be. I got these. Oh, I kind of like that. I like that. Oh, look at that. It's kind of cool. Oh, how about that? What do you think about that? I like that. I'm going to do that. Okay. No more looking. Just pick it, Mary, and go. Cool. I still have to decorate this, though. Oh, and look. I didn't even do that on purpose. That matches. What am I going to do on the inside, on the tag? Let me think about that. Over or under? Under, okay. I really like that. Okay. Now, the tag inside. What am I going to put on here? Should we have her poking out there? If I put that in there like this. What do you think? Should I do that? I kind of like it. I think I might put her on there. Okay, so she's going to go here. I don't know. I don't know why, but I kind of like that. And then what else? What do we need here? Maybe now we should put some flowers on it or something. Where did those flowers go? I think the mushrooms. I know I saw when I was flipping through a bag with flowers in it here. Okay. I have my things are so unorganized. I mean, they're semi-organized, but I have like flowers everywhere and different kinds of flowers. I think what I'm going to do is make like a folio thing with the little pockets in it for some of these, the more vintage things. Right, but this is lacking something. Some music, maybe? Should we put music paper on there? I don't know. Let me see if I have a little scrap of music paper. I do. I like this side better. That doesn't look right. No, I think it needs something going this way. I don't know if I have anything going that way. It's pretty. All right, these aren't going to work. Let me think. What could I put on there? No, I just looked through that. This is all like specimens in nature, and I don't think there's going to be anything. See, I think too much. I fiddle too much. I try to find the right thing, and it's too time consuming. What is this? No. It's still not, I don't know, it's not like, I have this big empty space here. What do I do with that? I'm not liking any of that. Maybe I just need something to fill that whole space. What about this? What if I put that in there? I don't really like this leaf over here, but maybe I could put something over it, like, I don't know if that's quite it, but I like that there. I do like that there. I know that this is all out of proportion, but I kind of like it still. Where's that other one? The other one was too small, right? This one? Yeah, that's too small. But I kind of like it. What do you think? I'm going with it. I'm just going with it. I like it. And sometimes you just got to say, that's what I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing. Yay. All right. It goes in there somewhere. Okay, so this is what we're doing. Do we like it? Yes, we like it, Mary. Just do it. So this one is turning out to be very vintage looking. And so you can see with the three different, completely different, yeah, different styles here of what I'm doing. Which way does this go? It goes this way? This is the long way? This way. You can get different looks from the same starting point. And I think that that's kind of cool. You know, when I started, I didn't know what I was putting on here. I didn't know how this was going to turn out. And now look at it. It becomes something that, oh, the other side has the thing going over there. Would that be better? I think that's better. It's more balanced, isn't it? I'm going to do it this way. I don't know what I was saying. Probably wasn't important. Okay, so it's going to go. Right about there, I think. Oh no. Oh, can it go higher? Shoot. I want it higher. Yeah. We're going to make it work. Okay. It's sticking out. This is a little bit there, but that's okay. Unless you look closely at it, you won't even know what those little things sticking out are. That worked. It's a good thing about using the glue stick. You can just peel that up and move it if it's, you know, within a reasonable amount of time. If I had done that with the art glitter glue, I wouldn't have been able to move that. There we are. Glue on her. I always use too much glue because I'm afraid of it coming up. There we go. And one last thing. I want to put a tab on here. So I'm digging into my little fabric scrap bag here. I have this, but I think it's too burgundy. I don't know. What do you think about that? Here, let me put it in there and see how it will look. I kind of like it. It's got a little bit of the peach in it. It might be about the most vintagey looking thing that I have. I'm going to go with it. So I just kind of fold it to about the size of the tab that I want. Somebody sent me this in a swap. She sent, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 strips of fabric. They were a little longer than this. I've used it a couple of times already. And, you know, you may think, oh, it's just a little piece of fabric. What's anybody going to want with that? I'll take it. I use little tiny pieces of fabric. I use them on journal cards like this, the tops of tabs, or just to make a little tiny cluster. So yeah, the little pieces of fabric, don't discount them, and don't think that anybody would want them, because they're very useful. Now I think I need to change my staples in here, because I think I have like a green or blue staples or something, and I don't want them. Yeah, I've got green. See my green staples? Let's see. So this is another thing to look for. Back when, in the day, they made colored staples. These are from Making Memories. I don't know if they make these anymore. I had a package, and then I picked up a package at a thrift store, and they came in different colors. So these were called dark, and these were called metallic. And these are like, there's black and silver, and there's copper and gold. And I don't know what other colors were in there. See, I paid 50 cents for it. This one has, it's got the green, red, blue, purple, and orange. I don't know what this other color is. What's this one? That's the green. So I just change out my staples with whatever I'm working on. It's a very tiny element, and you know, it really doesn't matter what color your staples are, but it's fun. It's fun to have the different colors if you have that available to you. Just I don't know, just like I said, it's just a little thing. But if I put the bright green staple on here, it wouldn't go at all. I mean, obviously you can use just regular old staples, but it's fun to have colored staples. All right. Oh, I think this came out so good. What do you think? Oh my goodness, I love this one. I love this one. All right, so now we can decide which one do we want to put in our journal, because one of these is going in our journal. Oh, shall it be the shaker with the journaling card on the back, paper clipped in there? Shall it be my pretty rose tree? A little bit brighter colors, not as antique-y or distressed. Or, and this one, yeah, this one I couldn't decide what to do with the back of it. Or shall it be the one that we just made together? I think it's going to be this one because we made it together. This is going in our book. I'm going to grab the book. And we're putting it in. Where do we want to put it? All right, let's see. Oh, that's way too busy. I can do it on a blank page, but I want it facing on this side because of the pockets on the side. Yeah. I don't want to cover up Mr. Elephant. No. That's too small, I think. Oh, how about on the music paper? What do you think about that? Is it too busy? I think it's too busy. Let's see what else we got. Could do that. It's not bad. I think here. That's perfect. That's where it's going, guys. All right. And I think I'm also going to put something along the edge of this paper. Along the edge of the page, I mean. I think I'm going to have to order some more glue soon. This has lasted me quite a while. I don't use it for everything because it is expensive. It's pretty good. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. And somebody requested pretty laces in this journal. Lots of pretty colored laces. And so I'm going to do that. I think I have to go get some. I don't have any colors right here. All right. I am going to pause you for just a second while I run in the other room and get some lace to go on here. I'll be right back. Well, for some reason, after I pause a video, I never know which button to push to start it again. I turned the video off by mistake and thought that I had restarted it, and I filmed the rest of this video with my camera off. So you did not get to see what I did here. So I'm going to show you the finished product. I found this lace here, and I had a choice of like 3 different laces, and this is the one I ended up picking and glued it onto the page. So this is the finished project that we did, our little CD holder with our tag. I just love how this came out. I think this came out so pretty. And if you notice, our little guy here, he's leaning right on the flowers. That's like, I could not have like done that better if I tried. And you saw me, I didn't try. I didn't even realize that was going to end up that way. But this is our page, and I really, really like it. And I like the trim on it, and I like everything about this. So there you are. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe, the like, and leave me a comment. I love reading your comments. I think I already said all this, that I do like to read your comments. Sometimes I don't always answer like I should, and I apologize for that. What happens is I read them and I say to myself, okay, I'll come back later and respond and comment, and I never do. For some reason, I just don't get there, or I might get there a little bit late. But anyway, I do appreciate your comments. I appreciate everything, and thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.